It is I, Brandon. We are here for Transport Fever. This is session 3 now because I can never seem to commit to something and stick to it. So, a couple of things we're doing differently on this one. A, we are using a desert map, which we have not played on a desert map in a long time or at all. Um, I just thought it'd be kind of different for the scenery to see what it felt like, you know? Not quite as pretty, maybe, but it's different. I don't know. And because of the theme of the desert, I figured Scottsdale is a good city to start our whole process in. I wrote down our goals here. We have 3 goals. I wrote down only one of them has been written. 2 hubs per city and have direct trains between them. So my 3 goals is obviously only 2. But the idea is that we're going to have our circle that we're going to build around the city is our goal of where we want the city to grow to. And then we're going to build like a hub on each side of the city on like 2 different hubs that are going to connect both train and truck, um, to and from the other hubs. So like Scottsdale, for instance, is going to have a hub on this side that's going to connect all these resources and bring them all into Scottsdale. And then on this side, it'll have another hub that'll go all the way over here and connect to the town of Lincoln right here. So we'll also build, we're going to try to do passenger high-speed train. I think that's the way to go. Um, so yeah. What else? I guess that's it. So opportunistic, we need to make money right away to build up profit so we can do all the crazy stuff we're trying to do. So even though I'd love to have like all this cool stuff, we aren't going to get there yet. So for now, we have to start with what is this? Some we're going to do extra large county road. We're basically going to draw a boundary around Scottsdale, and this is where we're going to have the city grow to this boundary. I basically set the goals, and then it's going to happen. It will happen, especially this way because we're doing this whole hub system. So it's like we're going to give the city everything it needs. It's going to grow, or it's going to fail miserably. One of the two. Let's let it grow a little more in this direction. There we go. Okay, City of Scottsdale. Let's do some street work now. It's cheaper to do it now than later, so let's do it all now. This is the fun part where we just kind of build the grid that we're going to use for the expansion of this town. This is basically going to be hub number 1. And so the idea is we're going to have train, trucks, and airport all kind of coming in and out of the same place. Okay. Town of Scottsdale is officially ready to go. So, where do we begin? Well, we're not going to be able to afford train and truck yet, although, this might be a good example of where a train could actually work. But for now, we're only going to focus on the oil industry currently. There's other opportunities out here, but oil's where it's at. And we don't even have money to rebuild all the roads and everything, so we're just going to be really opportunistic. So now the whole point of this is that we basically have like a truck stop hub right here at the very end of this main road here. And we have another one on this side. For now, we're just going to build this one, okay? And then we have stops inside of town where the trucks are just going to come and drop off stuff. So it's going to be like that. So the truck's just going to come over here and drop stuff off, and then that's it. And then we're going to have another one on this side of town, kind of like over here. Yeah, like there. And then again, the truck's just gonna kind of like come over and like drop stuff off like right around here. So we're gonna have kind of these circular routes that are gonna work out. I'll put my main headquarters right up here in this corner. We are gonna end up with like a train as well, and we're gonna have probably an airport on whatever side we can fit one on, but we do not have the money for that now, so we're not gonna worry about that now either. Okay, so these first lines are kind of integral to the whole process. So this is where it's going to be this guy dropping stuff off here, and then it's going to go all the way to here, okay? And then this one's going to be the opposite. This guy's going to go here, drop stuff off here, and go all the way to here. So they're just going to keep going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. So we're just going to call this cross truck 01. That's the whole point of how this system's going to work is these cross trucks. Truck 02. You know, that's fine. Okay. The city currently wants food and oil and a few other things, fuel. We are not going to worry about all of that. All we're going to worry about right now is the fuel because that's the only thing that we really have the ability to make. So we have item number 1 here, we have item number 2 here, and we have item number 3 way the heck over here. Yeah, okay. And again, we're going to redo all of this whole road system with something way better later, but for now, this is just going to have to do. Okay, so we're going to be really diligent about this. So this is the raw oil. It's going to go from here to here. Technically, it's needed here, actually. Let's just take it to where it's needed. Even if the trucks go back empty-handed, I'm okay with that. Okay, so this is going to be called raw oil 01. I should only have oil on it. This one's going to go from here to here, and this is going to be called oil 01. This is not raw oil, but just oil. Like it's been refined, I guess. And then fuel. This is where it's going to be fuel. This is going to go directly to the outside bus stop, or the truck stop. So this is going to be fuel 01. There we go. That's the general concept. Okay, so let's have some fun with some trucks here. We need some trucks. Obviously, 2 trucks are going to be for raw oil. 2 trucks are going to be for regular oil, and 2 trucks are going to be for fuel. There's going to be more raw oil than anything else, so let's get 2 more trucks. Okay, and then these big old trucks, let's just get like 1, and that's going to be cross truck 1, and that's going to be cross truck 2, and then 1. I guess I don't need this one actually. Never mind. Sell that truck. So we have oil, 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 cross trucks. Okay, I think that's the beginning of this. Just to get right away started with people, we probably want to just already get that going. So let's get a outside bus stop kind of in the similar, actually, opposite. So you're going to have trucks coming in on this side and this side. So we're going to have the main bus stop over on this side of town. There we go. So that's going to be the bus stop. And then in town, we're just going to have one very big bus stop that's going to like hold lots and lots of people. That's the central bus stop. Yeah, right here. Oh, it's going to cause so much traffic though. Maybe we don't. Maybe we just keep the big bus stop outside of town and we keep the central ones as just these little bus stops. Let's for now just have a bus line that just goes right down the core of the town here. Yeah. And then right back up this side. Perfect. Okay, so we're going to go here, 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 here. There you go. We'll call this City Bus 01. There we go. And then we just want a nice little bus for this. Two buses. City Bus 01. Okay, perfect. So we have a bus going up and down the city. We have trucks going around in circles. We have oil that's going to move around. That's the only product we can currently make that we need. Eventually, we have to make all these other products. I know. But for now, I'm just looking at kind of where the other opportunities are here. Ooh, Pomona wants this thing, and there's a lot of this that can be made here very easily. So there's obviously now an opportunity back and forth between these two towns. Definitely. Where can I get food? That's the thing. Food. Lots of farms here. Where's the food processing? Ah, way over here. Is there any over on this part of the map? Not really. Again, food here. Here and here. Here. Ah, here. Mmm. Okay. Food is definitely going to be one of those things that's going to have to be shipped. Okay, there's more food over here. Yeah, there's going to need to be some movement of food. It looks like this might be the closest one to our big hub here. Yeah. Okay, that's interesting. Hmm. Well, that fascinates me. There's gonna have to be some interesting stuff to get that food over here, because that is way the heck over here. I feel like there's gonna have to be some food trains moving around in order to get the food to cross that much distance. Wow. Okay. Well, that's gonna be a whole process. Let's not worry about that. Let's just push play and let's like let's let it begin and see if we can actually turn some profit with what we've already got going on. Um, yeah, you know what? And we'll save that for the next episode. We'll see if we have profit. Tune in next time.